Hello, welcome to Ketovember day number 5. I am really enjoying this series already. I hope that I can keep this up for 30 whole days. I have quickly learned that it is WORK to film your life, even if you just do little tidbits. But I've been having fun doing it. I've been having fun editing and putting up the videos, and I hope all who watch has enjoyed seeing my daily keto life with me and my family. So it's Monday, November the 5th, and I am starting this vlog at about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I did sleep late because I wanted to, first of all. Sorry, not sorry. Second of all, I was up really late last night because my daughter came to pick up the twins around midnight and I couldn't wind down. I ended up staying up another like 2 hours watching a movie after they left. And that plus being up early on Sunday morning, super early, I did get, it made me take a nap yesterday in the middle of the day. So with that nap means I wasn't sleepy. And so I stayed up, and so I slept in. There you have it. So what I'm going to do with this little setup is attempt to do cooking with Juju. I usually do just a little cooking montage, but I was going to try today to let's walk through a recipe. I picked something simple. I decided to do Meatless Monday. So for lunch, we're going to have shrimp and grits. My grits are going to be a cheesy cauliflower mash. So I have kind of gotten that down to the point where I can pretty much make it taste like cheesy, buttery, creamy grits. It just doesn't have that corn type flavor, but the flavor profile of my grits, you know, the cauliflower picks up pretty well. And then we're going to bread and pan fry a couple of shrimp to go along with that. So, yeah, let's get started. You want to start off with cauliflower. I have this 16-ounce bag. I have no idea if this is going to come through this far away on the camera, but this is just a 16-ounce bag from my local grocery store, and it is the cauliflower florets. And you can cook them on the stovetop like I did, and keep them I cook them until they're so soft they're barely holding their shape. Like if you just take the fork and mash them down, they mash so easily. Really, really simple. All I do is add 2 tablespoons of heavy whipping cream to this. Hey Tyler, you want to come help me for a second? Okay. And I add, can you give me the butter from the counter over there? 4 slices of American cheese. 1, 2, 3, 4. And about, this one is good. I use the Kerrygold butter. Again, I don't know if it's gonna, that's it. About 1 tablespoon of Kerrygold butter. And salt, black pepper. A little sea salt to taste, and a little black pepper to taste. And if you get the cauliflower, mix it while the cauliflower is still hot. The cheese and the butter just melts into it. And so I just stir this around until it's all melted. And I'll come and get a close-up shot But when it's all melted together, to me, it looks like cheesy grits. And I have said from the beginning of my keto journey that a lot of this, when you try to keto-fy something, it's as much psychological for me as it is taste. You know, I try to make it not only taste like the original, but if it looks like it too, I don't know, my mind just goes, okay, you're eating grits. All right, so my cauliflower, cheesy cauliflower grits are all blended, and it's really that simple. You can add more or less of any of those ingredients. If you like it more cheesy, you can put in a few more slices. If you like it more creamy, you can put it in a blender or a food processor. But I like it a little bit coarse because, again, I don't eat soupy runny grits, and so I don't want cauliflower soup. I want it to be just a little bit coarse, like a little more coarser than cauliflower mashed potatoes, but a little more creamier than rice, if that makes sense. So somewhere in between the cauli mash and rice cauliflower, that's my perfect, what's the word I'm looking for? That's my perfect consistency for my cauli grits. Okay, now we have Ty. Help! I need my gloves for my shrimp. I've gotten hot. At first I was cold, so I had on my husband's work sweatshirt because it's pajamas all day around here today. I don't even know if we're going to leave the house. Tom, are we going to go anywhere today? Yeah. Where are we going to go? I need a pair of gloves so I can deal with these shrimp. So I think this is about 12 shrimp because I figured me and Tyler would get 6 apiece. And what I do is I make a dredge. So I put it backwards. So the egg mixture, the flour mixture, and then the shrimp. I make a dredge. In this bowl, I have 3 eggs and a little salt and pepper. In this bowl, I have some coconut flour, 1 tablespoon of coconut flour, 1 cup of almond flour, a tablespoon each of onion powder, garlic powder, and black pepper, and then a teaspoon of salt. So, and I also have salt and pepper in the eggs to kind of intensify the flavor or give it a little more depth of flavor. So I still did this backwards. That goes over there, that goes there, and the shrimp goes first. So I'm gonna give these eggs a whisk. This is so funny, trying to do a cooking show. Call me Food Network. We can work things out. Okay. So, all my eggs. Sometimes I add a little bit of heavy whipping cream into the egg mixture. I'm not going to do that today. It's not that many shrimp. So I just do that to make it stretch, make it go a little further, make it a little thinner. So that, like if I was doing fish or my pork chops or something like that, then yeah, I would do that. So I'm going to dredge these shrimp. They're clean, peeled, and deveined, but they have that little tail on them. And I'm going to leave it on there because when you go to the restaurants, it's on there. Some people don't like it, I guess, because you have to deal with it when you're eating it. But it's okay by me. So we're going to go ahead and I'm going to do these one by one and set them on my little cutting board, and then we'll take them over to the stove and pan fry them. I'm going to use ghee which is clarified butter, to fry them in. And I also have some bacon that I'm going to cut up into little pieces because I like to top my grits with homemade bacon bits. And I'm going to go ahead and finish these, and then we'll go over to the stove. And yeah, see you in a minute. Okay, here I am just frying my bacon up I use just regular bacon from Costco, well, thick cut bacon from Costco, and I take my kitchen shears and cut it into like 1/4 inch strips and then render them down. And I take away the fat. I save the fat to use for like another meal, for sauteing my vegetables or something. Now over here I have my oil getting hot. I wanted to use ghee, which I did, but I didn't have enough to fry with, so I ended up having to use a little avocado oil. Both have a very high smoke point, but I don't really like frying with my avocado oil that much because pan frying, I guess, is okay. But when you raise the temperature on it, it does something to it. I don't know, it loses something. So it doesn't take shrimp very long to cook, so I'm just going to pick them up and lay them in the skillet. Now, the way I have these breaded here, you could pre-bread it. I find that my flours are pretty expensive, and so if you wanted to save a little bit on the recipe, you can get all your shrimp together, or if you just wanted some convenience for a later day, you could let these sit in the freezer, already breaded, like you buy them in the frozen food section, and you can come home for an easy meal one day and just have them, pop them in the oven to crisp up, or you can pan fry them like I'm doing here, just so that it's easy. And again, it doesn't take the shrimp very long to cook. The bacon, pretty much almost done. Now, I've seen with shrimp and grits, the topping usually has, some vegetables in it also. And you could add to your bacon some onions or peppers, finely chopped, or whatever seasoning you like, and make a little pan sauce to go on top of it. But I want to keep the carbs pretty low today, so I'm just going to top it with the bacon and not a pan sauce. So letting the shrimp cook for about maybe 1.5 to 2 minutes on each side until you start to see the tails get pink like that. I hope that's coming through. Then you know that they're just about done. So I'll start with the one I put in first. That breading sticks really good and it comes out golden brown. It takes patience. When I first started frying with my batter alternative, I burned a lot of stuff because I walked away from it like you would do. But I learned quickly that low and slow is the key. So I have this like on a medium high heat, and so they don't cook too fast, because that breading will burn. Oh, I forgot to mention when I was saying what I had in the breading, I forgot to say that I had 1/4 cup of Parmesan, grated Parmesan also. So it's coconut flour, almond flour, grated Parmesan, salt, pepper, garlic, onion powder. When I'm frying, if I wasn't putting this on top of grits, I probably would have used lemon pepper because I like lemon pepper fried fish. And sometimes I omit the, you can omit the coconut flour and use just almond flour, but I put the coconut flour on there. It dries really quick, so if I was going to freeze it, because it dries out or thickens, because it has a very, very, very low moisture. Like, it doesn't hold, it absorbs moisture. I think I'm saying it right. So we're going to let that drain. Those bacon bits are done. I just tilt the skillet forward so all the bacon fat drains to the front. Oh, there's one little guy still stuck in the pool. Get up here with your cousins. Okay. And so I added to that so it really sticks to it. And also for the shrimp, the coconut flour gives it a nice little coconut. It's real subtle, but if you like coconut shrimp, you can have that nice little coconut flavor. Looks like the fire is it's hotter over here, so even though I put those in first, these over here are cooking faster. So we're going to go ahead and start removing them. And you flip them until they are the desired brown that you like. I like mine on a darker golden. Not too light, but definitely not burned. So I'm going to go ahead and finish removing those and cook up these last few over here. See how nice that breading just sticks to it? And you could freeze those. And then we'll get it all plated up and I'll show you what it looks like in the end. Okay, I got us all plated up. Now look at that. Doesn't that look good? I went ahead and topped it with a little, just a little bit of grated cheese. I'm sorry, not grated, shredded cheese. And then the bacon bits that I made. And so Tyler and I are about to have lunch. Tyler, why don't you grab us a couple bottles of water? And so yeah, what's not to love? Okay, so a little bit of an update. Looks like I will not be making the shrimp salad. Did I say that earlier? My plan was to make some more shrimp and make a huge salad for dinner, but Levi just got home from work and informed me that he has some personal errands he needs to go and run and that I am to come along with him. And after he's done, we'll stop and get something to eat. He didn't say what, but whatever it is, mine will have to be keto. So I will let you guys know what I get. I went ahead and did something to my hair. And while it is setting, I am going to maybe put a little paint on my face, a little gloss on my lips, so I don't look too hit out in these streets tonight. And yeah, he says he needs to go to the vape shop. Guess you know how I feel about that, but it is what it is. And then he says he needs to go to Lowe's, I think, and somewhere else. Then we're gonna eat. I'm not hungry, so I can hang in there with the errands until then. But whatever I get, like I said, I'll share it with you guys. Go ahead and finish getting dressed because it is 5:24 and he says he wanted to be out the door by 6. So much for me in my PJs all day, which was my original plan. But I'll see you guys in a bit and I'll show you what we get. Okay, can I just hop on here and say I've been hoodwinked, bamboozled, led astray, run amok. So I finished getting dressed at my husband's request to go run errands with him and then have dinner like a date. So, like I said, I put on a little paint, little lip, little hairdo, little outfit. This dude has on a camouflage hat, a purple t-shirt, red and black basketball shorts, work Crocs, no socks, and yeah, where are we going? Where are we going, Levi? McDonald's? Wendy's, Taco Bell, Jack in the Box. And he keeps asking me, so where would y'all go and eat? Have you decided which one to eat yet? I started to say, let's go to Fleming's. Y'all, look at this dude when he come out of the bake shop. This is my date.
I'm just asking you, where are we going? I just asked.
Okay. We'll just go somewhere on 45. Just head back home. I'll pick one of them places right over there.
Can't take me nowhere like Papacitas. I'm telling you.
I can't take you to the Papacitas.
Somewhere like that, I promise you I'm eating what I want. I don't care what you say. I'm eating what I want.
What if we go to Lupe Tortilla?
I'm eating what I want.
But that's the fajita. You just don't get to eat the bread.
Mexican places that you know we dined and fined and wined with. Eating what I want, man. Shit. Just go ahead and say it.
I'm not going to
eat what you want to eat anyway. That's what that is.
You just want to eat what you want to eat anyway. That's what that is.
What?
I didn't say a word.
If I can't say a word, I just raise my hand. Did you take care of your business, baby? We all good?
I tried. You're going to have to wait until we get home and get on the computer. Thank you, Tyler. What do you want to eat? After you get a drink? You sure you don't want to eat here?
I'm sure. Sure.
Okay. Because there is not a restaurant that doesn't sell carbs. Wherever you go, there's going to be bread. Wherever you go, there's going to be tortilla chips, or there's going to be desserts. A better bread.
That truck behind us.
That's the name of it, a King Ranch. is it for the day. We just got home from eating finally. After going back and forth, we decided on a local Texas barbecue spot where we got brisket and ribs and salad. Levi didn't eat any bread or any tortillas. We did have some ranch for the salad, and I did stop and get some Walden Farm sugar-free barbecue sauce for our ribs and brisket, and it was delicious. So thank you guys for sharing my day with me, and I will see you in tomorrow's vlog. Bye.